Hello everyone. As we have seen in the previous videos, what is meant by guidance, what is meant by counseling, and we have seen that at various stages of life we need guidance and counseling. So in this video, we will see about the guidance and counseling at various stages of education. As we know that apart from education also, we need guidance and counseling at each and every step of life. But here in this video, we will focus on guidance and counseling at various stages of education. First, we will see what kind of guidance and counseling and why guidance and counseling is required at pre-primary or preschool stage. Here, first is to help the child to adjust himself to the new life of the school. Guidance is required for the adjustment of the child to the new life of the school. As we know that till this time, before entering the school or before entering the preschool, child is always with their parents or with their relatives or with their near ones. They never alone are with the other people whom they don't know. But after taking the admission in the preschool, first time they are apart from their own parents or their brother or sister or relatives. So at this stage, they will feel it difficult to adjust in this new environment with the new people. So here guidance and counseling will help them or will help the child to adjust himself to the new life of the school. For the development of personality, social behavior and problems concerning life. As we know that from the childhood itself, personality development will take place, and to do or to help them for this development, guidance and counseling will always help. And social behavior also child will learn at this stage in the school. How to behave with others and how to communicate with others, how to mix up with other peers. That also will be taught them. But if there is any problem in that, if there is any hindrance in that activity, the teacher can help them, teacher can guide them, and this guidance definitely will help them for the development of their personality. To help the shy and over dependent child to overcome his weak points. As we know, all the children are not that much confident and that much independent. It will depend uh, on the development of the child at home also, how their parents behave with them, how they give them chance to be independent. But there are various students who are shy and over dependent. So to overcome this weakness of the child, teacher at this stage can guide them, and this will definitely help the child to overcome his weakness. To help the child to make a satisfactory transfer from home to school. As we have seen that till this stage, students are at very secured place, and they feel very secured with their parents, with their brothers and sisters and relatives. But this transfer from home to school, to make it satisfactory, to make this joyful, the teachers at pre-primary or preschool stage can guide them properly. And in this way, the guidance and counseling at this stage will help the child to adjust himself to the new life of the school. Now we will see about the guidance and counseling required and how it can be at elementary or primary stage. To develop good habits attitudes, interest, and personality qualities through various activities and programs. As we know, in school, we organize various types of activities and programs. Through these activities and programs, good habits, attitudes, interest, and personality qualities can be developed in the students, in the child. So, teachers have to decide, have to think about it, that what kind of activities and what kind of programs will help them to develop this, to develop good habits, attitudes, interest, and personality qualities. And by considering that, or by keeping that in mind, the teachers and school has to organize various activities and programs to identify the potentialities of the child. As we know, every child is different, every individual is different. So, everyone has different potentialities. Someone is good in drawing, someone is good in debating, someone is good in leadership qualities. So, these kind of potentials teachers has to identify, and they have to explore that, to explore the talent of the child. By identifying this talent, teacher has to motivate him, has to provide an opportunities or facilities to the child to explore that talent of the child, to develop power of thinking and understanding. As we know that these activities and programs and day-to-day teaching learning also should be like that, through which we can develop the power of thinking and understanding of the child to help to adjust himself to an expanding environment both within the school and outside the school. So this is very important thing, adjustment, to adjust himself to the expanding environment. As we know that at preschool stage there are few students, number of students will be less, number of teachers also will be less. So from this environment, when they enter in the elementary or primary stage, there will be an expanded environment within the school also and outside the school as well. They are trying to mix up with other peoples around them outside the school and in the school also, to adjust there, to adjust himself with this guidance and counseling will definitely help them. If they get proper guidance at proper stage, at proper time, then it will definitely help for the development of attitude, interest, and personality qualities of the child. Then we will see uh, what kind of guidance and counseling is required and why it is required at secondary school stage. As we know that as a B.Ed students, you are would be teachers of secondary school stage. So we will mostly focus on this stage to assist the child to secure information regarding the possibility and desirability of further schooling. Here, students should get an assistance, or they should get an information regarding what kind of possibility is there for their further schooling after 10th, what kind of courses they can go for, and what potentials they are having, and what in which stream they are having interest. So all this assistance and information can be given at this stage to acquaint students with the nature and purpose of the higher secondary school or plus 2 curriculum through class talks and exploratory and tryout courses. So after the schooling, means after 10th standard, what kind of curriculum will be there? So about this, information can be passed to the students through class talks, means various talks can be organized in the school, And exploratory and try out courses. Few small courses can be carried out, and we can suggest to the students to go through that to get the more information about the higher secondary school's curriculum. To assist them to make an assessment of their own abilities, skills, and interests, and to relate them with the curricular courses in the higher secondary school or plus 2 stages. When students are aware about their own abilities, their skills, their interest, then only they will be able to select the proper course, and they can be able to relate them with the curricular courses in the higher secondary stage. That's why it is very important at this stage to know their own abilities, their interest, and their skills. In which skill they are good, what are their abilities, and in which stream or in what kind of learning they are having interest. If they know that, then their progress will be according to the expectation. That's why at this stage, this is very important to know himself, to know about their abilities, skills, and interests. So, here, guidance and counseling will always help them to know themselves. To enable the child to know in detail the courses offering in the school that he might attain. So, children or students should have information about what kind of courses are offering in the school, so they can try those courses and they can take admission in that, and they can develop interest in that, and they can find out which course is suitable for them. To assist the child to know the requirements for entrance into the school of his choice. So after schooling, after 10 standards, there are entrance exams for various courses or for higher courses. So if students are aware about this entrance and how to prepare for that entrance, if they get guidance and counseling at this stage, they will be able to uh, overcome that, or they will be able to get through that with flying colors. To acquaint the students with the vocational implications of the various courses of the study. At this stage, students also should have knowledge about various courses and what kind of vocational implications are that of that courses. So this information can be provided to the school, to the students at this stage. To help the students to adjust himself to the curriculum, the school, and the social life connected to it. Here again, students have to adjust himself to the curriculum, to the school, and to the social life of that particular stage. So, to do this, what we can do? So, in this objective, we can include that to help them in the selection of subjects. There are various optional subjects also. So, which subject is suitable for that particular child? If he can get guidance at this stage, it will be helpful for the child to select the proper subject which is suitable for that particular child. To help in the selection of books for each subject. Here, till 10th standard, there are syllabus based books of each subject. But at higher studies, students should have knowledge because there are reference books, and which books are good for study of that particular subject. Here they need guidance. To help them in developing study habits. Study habits are very important over here because till school stage the syllabus is limited, but at this stage they have to develop good study habits which will help them for the progress in their career, or we can say in their development, educational development. to help them in making satisfactory progress in various school subjects. Automatically, the selection of subjects, selection of books, developing good study habits will help them for making satisfactory progress in all these subjects. To help them in selecting hobbies. Selection of hobbies are also very important at this stage, because through these hobbies only, or through these hobbies also, they can get their vocation. To help them in the selection of co-curricular activities. Co-curricular activities also should be selected based on their interest, abilities and skills. So if they get proper guidance at this stage for all these, their progress will be definitely in the positive direction and satisfactory one. To help them to knowing the availability of the scholarships, loans, etc. As we know that for higher studies, the fees is also very high. So if they are not having knowledge about scholarships and loans, they may not think about that particular course. But if school people or guidance people or guidance and guidance counselor can and teachers, if they give proper knowledge about various scholarships and available loans, facilities, available facilities, then they can think about the courses in which they are interested and they are capable of. To help them to find out their taste, aptitudes and interest, they should know about their interest, their aptitudes. So whatever course they will select, in that they can make progress in that. So they should have knowledge, they should get help to find out their taste, aptitudes and interest. It's very important at this stage. Otherwise, if they select a wrong course, and it will be a waste of time, waste of money and waste of energy also. To help them to build good social relationships. As we know that social relationships are also very important at this stage. Uh, Anyone alone cannot do everything. So social interaction, our behavior with others also is very important. So here guidance and counseling is required at this stage to help them to build good social relationships. To inform the students about the schools in the locality or region which offers some particular courses. Students and their parents also may not have information about the schools in which particular courses are running. So in that case, school can organize such informative talks or such meetings in which they can give information to the students and their parents about the schools in their locality or in their region which offers particular courses, and they can give information about those courses also. To acquaint the students about the various opportunities available after finishing the school career. After 10th, what kind of opportunities are there? What kind of courses are there? So all this information can be provided through the school. To provide information about polytechnical or university education which the school leavers may like to take up. So if the students are having all this information about various courses uh, and where these courses are going on, and what kind of vocations they will be able to get in after this, all this information if they get at secondary school stage, this will definitely help them for the progress in their life. To help the students to find out their physical, mental and emotional weaknesses and to overcome it. As we know that, as we have seen in the previous slides, that Students should be aware about their potentialities, their skills, their interests, their aptitudes. In the same way, they should be aware about their physical, mental, and emotional weaknesses. If they know about the weakness, then and then only they will be able to, or they will try to overcome it. If they are not having any idea about their weaknesses, they will not work on it. So if they try to overcome on the physical, mental, and emotional weaknesses, this will definitely will help them for the progress in the educational progress, as well as their progress in life. To help the students, to help to build healthier thoughts, habits, and actions which would enable them to live efficiently in this world. So, healthier thoughts, good habits, and good actions are really important for living efficiently in this world. So, if the students get proper guidance and counseling at various stages of the life, this will definitely help them for the good life. Now we will see how guidance and counseling will help to the students at higher or university and college stage. Guidance should be provided to the students for sorting out their educational problems. If any students are having any kind of educational problems, those problems should be sorted out in time. Then and then only they will be able to progress in that. Must be provided educational facilities for utilizing their abilities and skills to the wider extent. As we know that if students are having ability and skills also, but if don't get or don't have facilities to utilize their skills and their abilities, then it's of no use. So at this stage, educational facilities should be provided for the use of abilities and skills of the students. Must be oriented about the purpose and scope of higher studies, which would help them to stimulate their studies. If we don't know about uh, the scope and purpose of our education, then it's of no use. We will not focus on that studies. So it's very important to orient the students about the purpose and scope of higher studies and how it will help them in the future. If they know this, this will definitely stimulate their studies. Various workshops, seminars, conferences, regular talks, and discussions on important emerging problems and issues relating to education should be organized. If in the college, higher and university college stage, if various workshops, seminars, conferences, discussions, and regular talks on important emerging problems and issues are organized in the college or in the university, then this will definitely help to the students to know or to wider their knowledge, to wider their thinking and understanding also. They will be aware about the emerging problems and issues which will help them to progress in their life. Guidance services must be provided to deal with the students' educational and psychological problems. We know that at every stage, each and every individual need guidance and counseling for their educational problems and psychological problems as well. So, guidance services should be provided from the university and colleges to deal with the students' educational and psychological problems. If these problems are sought out in time, this will help them to progress in their educational fields. So, this is all about the need and how the guidance and counseling is going to be helpful for the students, for the children at various stages of education. So, if the colleges and schools, teachers and counselors, and guidance and counseling committees will work on this, will focus on this, the students' future is always bright. Thank you everyone for your patient listening.